We are in Denver, Colorado at the Pepsi Center. Tonight, we will be watching the Denver Nuggets take on the 76ers. 76ers are 7-0 coming off a victory against the Utah Jazz 105-103. The Denver Nuggets are 5-2, beating the Heat 131-118. The Nuggets are going to be out with Mason Plumlee, who has back spasms. And the 76ers will have no injuries. In the win against Utah, Embiid, Harris, and Simmons all had 20-plus points in that game. Against the Heat, the Nuggets had 6 players in double figures, with that being Jokic, Murray, Barton, Porter Jr., Morris, and Millsap. Some players to watch will be Jokic versus Embiid and Murray versus Simmons. Jokic averages about 20.1 points per game. Murray averages 23.3. Embiid averages 23 game, and Simmons averages 18.6. Jokic also gets 6.4 rebounds, 5.9 assists. Murray gets 4.1 rebounds and averages about 6.4 assists a game. For Embiid, he averages about 14.9 rebounds a game and 2.9 assists. Simmons averaged 7.3 rebounds and 7 assists per game. Your starting lineups for the Denver Nuggets is Jamal Murray at the point, Harris at the 2, Michael Porter Jr. at the small, Millsap at the 4, and Nikola Jokic at the 5. So the 76ers, the away team, Ben Simmons will start at the point, Josh Richardson will start at the 2, Tobias Harris will start at the 3, Al Horford is the power, and Joel Embiid is the 5. Horford and Millsap. We'll get a good look too tonight. This used to be 2 teammates back in the days in Atlanta. We will see how both of these teams fare out, though. This should be a good game. 76ers are 7-0. Denver Nuggets are 5-2. Let's see if Denver can finally end the 76ers 7-game win streak, and they'll make give them their first loss of the year. This is Christmas Eve in NBA 2K right here. And then on Christmas Day, we'll have a good matchup next. That matchup will be the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. There's your standing in the Western Conference. The Nuggets are in 3rd, a game behind the Lakers. They're also, or the Clippers, my bad. Once again, there's your starting lineups. Just to remind you guys, the 76ers are 1st in the Eastern Conference as well. This is your key matchup, as I said. Also, Murray and Simmons will also be a key matchup in tonight. Nuggets are going to rock the white uniforms, and the 76ers are going to be playing in their blue ones. Go to opening tip-off. We'll see which team controls the ball first. And the 76ers do. Simmons is going to bring it up, guarded by Murray. Simmons doesn't have the height advantage, but Murray has the shooting ability that Simmons doesn't. Richardson is guarded by Harris, tries to drive. Tough layup. Harris defensively. Millsap at the board. Millsap drives, gives it to Porter Jr. Porter mid-range is off. Jokic offensive rebound. His putback is blocked. Richardson gives it to Simmons. Simmons to Harris. Harris dunks it. Murray gives it to Harris. Harris gives it back to Murray. Jokic sets a screen. Millsap gets it, though. Jokic sets an off ball. He has 6. Jokic sets a screen for Millsap. Millsap, guarded by Embiid, gets fouled by Embiid. That's Embiid's first team. One thing the Nuggets are going to do is try to get Embiid in trouble, have the bench come in early, Because Embiid is a good defensive threat out there. Millsap is the veteran on this Nuggets team, looking to still take them to a championship matchup. His first one is good. This Nuggets team is young, but they have the talent to make a championship run eventually. They got knocked out in the semi-conference finals, actually, against the Lakers. And his second one was good. So this team can get to the finals. They're in a really tough Western Conference with really good teams. Simmons gives it Embiid. Embiid backs down Jokic. They send a double on Embiid. Simmons gives it. Harris picks him up. Richardson is guarded by Millsap. Richardson gives it to Horford as a mismatch on Murray, who fades over Murray. Jokic with the board. Gives it to Harris. Harris gives it to Porter Jr. Gives it back to Harris. Gives it to Murray. Murray gets a screen from Porter Jr. Murray deep three. Embiid with the board. Simmons gives the Harris quick release. He misses. Jokic with another. That's his third. Got it to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. on the drive. Tough layup by Porter Jr. But it falls. Nuggets are up by 2, 4-2. Nuggets average about 120.3 points this year. And that's really good. Harris gets the handoff from Embiid. Gives it to Horford. Embiid posting up Jokic. Gives it to Simmons, though, up top. Simmons. And Jokic takes Simmons, but he gets around Jokic and dunks that in. A little miscommunication there on that switch. Jokic wasn't quite ready for it, and then Simmons just drove right by. Harris drives. Richardson defensively there, stops it. Embiid with the board. Simmons is bring it up. Jokic picks him up, gives it to Horford. Horford misses. Millsap with the board. Millsap gives it to Murray. Murray, I don't know if he got blocked, but he missed it. Richardson got the board. Gives it to Simmons. Gives it to Harris for 3. And he hits. One thing Harris is good at is getting those open looks to fall quite often. Porter Jr. has it. Gives it to Harris. Sets a screen for Porter Jr. Harris. Layup. 2 for 7 and 3 for 7 are shooting so far. Not too bad for either team. More shots will fall eventually. Gives it to Embiid. Jokic is there defensively. Jokic with the board. His 4th. Harris has it. Gives it to Murray. Porter Jr. sets a screen. Murray, tough floater off. Simmons with the board. Gave it to Richardson. Has Harris open. Harris misses. Jokic, his 5th board. Jokic pushes it up. Gives it to Harris in the corner for 3. Off. Horford with the board. Harris is going to bring it up now. Gives it to Embiid. Tries back down Jokic. Double team comes. Embiid with a fade. Off. Harris got the rebound. Jokic has it. Gives it to Harris. Mid-range. That falls for Harris. He has 4 from the assist of Jokic. Jokic is the best passing big in the league, and that shows why. Gets it to an open teammate all the time. Harris gives it to Horford. Embiid posting up Jokic. Embiid wants to score, but Millsap sends a double. Horford for 3. He's off. Harris with the rebound. They are going to double team Embiid because he's been on fire recently, but Harris shoots. Embiid with the board. Simmons. Guard by Porter Jr. Embiid has a mismatch off Murray. Jokic comes and help. Embiid kicks out to Simmons, almost lost it. Horford sets a screen. He gives it to Harris. Harris, tough shot. Embiid offensive rebound and puts it in. One thing both teams want to do is keep each other off of the glass. Barton is going to check in, it looks like, for the Nuggets. Gives it to Jokic. Jokic tries back down Embiid. Spins on Embiid. He misses. Embiid with the board. That's his fifth. Simmons has Millsap on him. Gives it to Harris. Horford has a mismatch. See if they use it. They do. Gives it into him. Murray picks him up. He shoots over Murray. He's off. Jokic, his sixth rebound in the first quarter. Jokic gives it to Porter for three. And that's in. Jokic is not known for scoring big in games, but he's willing to contribute to the team in the passing, rebounding, and somewhat as a scoring if he needs to. But he wants to get his team involved at first. Richardson gets a screen from Harris, who rolls. Porter Jr. allowed the inside pass to Harris, and Harris gets the easy layup. It's 11-11. Denver is going to use a timeout here. However, Porter Jr. has 5 for the Nuggets, but Jokic showing off with 6 boards in the game so far. Embiid has 5 in the game. So I have a feeling this is going to be a high-scoring game. Also could be low scoring. We'll not know how teams fare out. We will have a sub in for both teams after this timeout. Alright, after the timeout, we get Monte Morris, Jeremy Grant, Torrey Craig, and Will Barton to check in. Jokic stays out there. Craig, nice pass to Grant, who gets fouled by Harris. That's his first second team. For the 76ers, Embiid and Harris stay in, but it looks like Burks is in. We'll have to take a look after this free throw attempt by Grant. It looks like Burks, Robinson III are in, and Simmons, Harris, and Embiid stay in as the starters. Grant, his first free throw is good. One thing that's going to hurt the Nuggets, as I said, is Mason Plumlee with his back spasms, because that loses a height at that center spot. So Jokic is probably going to look at a lot of playing time tonight. They do have Noah Vonleh in the rotation tonight, but I see Jokic playing quite a bit. Grant, his second one is good. If they even want to go small ball, they may put Grant there as well. Who knows? Morris picks up Simmons. Simmons gets a screen from Embiid. Doesn't use it though. Simmons tries to drive around Morris. He does. Gets a floater and it falls. Simmons has 4. Morris brings it up for Denver. Gives it to Barton. Jokic gets a screen. Barton shoots over Embiid. He misses. It goes out on Jokic off of the board. I'm pretty sure Embiid touched it last, but we will have to take a look. If they show it again, maybe a challenge. I'm not sure. But I thought Embiid touched it last. There's 4:52 in the first. Burks brings it up the court for the 76ers. Simmons drives around Morris, dunks it in. Morris gives it to Craig. Vonleh checked in for Denver for Jokic, so they are running their bench. Barton gets stripped by Robinson. Robinson gives it to Burks. Kyle Quinn checked in for the 76ers for Harris. Robinson gives it to Quinn. O'Quinn gives it to Simmons and beats us a screen. Simmons has to pull up a 3. Almost hits it. Embiid got the board though. Nuggets down by 4. Morris guarded by Simmons. Vonleh sets a screen. Morris gives it to Vonleh. Vonleh has a foul by Embiid. That's his second, third team. Embiid will go to the bench now with 2. So one thing Nuggets are going to try to do is get Embiid in foul trouble because that gets rid of a big inside. Granted, they do have a big checking in, but he's not going to be as dominant as Embiid. Actually, I lied. Kyle Quinn will go to the 5. Vonleh, he misses his first. Burks is going to go to the point. Thibault's going to go to the 2. Korkmaz will go up to the power, and O'Quinn will go to the center. Both teams have all their benches right here. Vonleh. He makes his second one. Thibault brings it up for the 76ers. Gives it to Burks. Burks gets the screen. Craig picks up Burks. Burks hits the ball on the rim. Vonleh with the board gave it to Craig. Craig has Grant open. Grant behind the back dunk. Or behind the head dunk. My bad. Thibault guarded by Morris now. Gets a screen to Burks. Burks for 3. That's in. This whole 76er team is hot. Coming off of a 7-game winning streak so far. All this team is on fire. So we'll see how it plays out for the Nuggets if they can stop it. Barton, tough layup. He misses. Thibault gets around Craig. And they gotten 6 more shots than the Nuggets have, which is not good for Denver. Barton has it inside, takes forever, gets blocked by O'Quinn, gives it to Grant. Grant misses. O'Quinn with the board. Glenn Robinson has it, get fouled by Vonleh. That's his first team. .218 in the first quarter. Night second unit needs to figure out what to do. Robinson's first free throw is good. Because 767 second unit is on fire, scoring with ease. Not much from the bench so far for the Nuggets, only 5 points total. I mean, the bench for the 76ers have 7, so, I mean, it's close on the bench matchup, but Nuggets aren't getting good looks inside. They're forcing a lot. Playing one-man show instead of team ball right now. Vonleh sets screen for Barton. Vonleh off of the screen shoots. He misses. Burks got the board. Burks gives it to Korkmaz, who shoots. Korkmaz hits. Morris gets a screen. Gives it to Vonleh. Vonleh drives on O'Quinn. O'Quinn fouls Vonleh. That's his first 4th team. I mean, they are getting to the line, but they have to hit at the line. I mean, there's been only one miss, but they need to just hit all their shots at the line tonight. And the second unit has to start scoring more on the offensive end for the Nuggets, or otherwise they are going to struggle and most likely lose the game because they're down by 10 now. Need to go down by 8 possibly. Vonleh makes his first. He is 2 for 3 as of now. I'm looking to go 3 for 4 at the line. Vonleh, his free throw is good. So he's 3 for 4 at the line. Thibault brings it up for the 76ers. Gives it to Robinson. Thibault gets a screen from O'Quinn. Thibault is picked up by Grant. He floats it. Grant there defensively gets the board. Craig. It's a screen by Grant, but he just doesn't use it. Grant's open on the cut. Grant layup is good. Grant has 6. Which is good. He needs to help the bench. Morris steals that. Barton gives it to Craig. Craig gives it to Barton. Gets a screen from Vonleh. Barton mid-range pull-up. He's off. O'Quinn with the board. Thibault gives it to Korkmaz. Vonleh there defensively. He gets the board. Vonleh has a big role to fill in for Plumlee this game. Vonleh back down. Missed. Korkmaz gives it to Thibault. Cross court to Burks. Burks on the drive. Vonleh there. They call a foul on Vonleh. His second. One thing that Vonleh needs to watch is foul trouble because the Nuggets don't have height after that on the bench. They have Dozier, Bates, Diop, and Daniels off of the bench, and they are all wing players. Burks is going to go to the line. They're only up by 6 with 11.7 in the first. Could go up by 8 here. Burks, his first one falls. Horford checks in for Robinson the third. Burks, his second one at the line, is good. Morris brings it up. They have 7 left in the quarter. Morris, pull up for 3. He's off. Korkmaz got the board. And that will end the quarter here. The Philadelphia 76ers are up over the Denver Nuggets. In the end of the first quarter, they are up 28-20. We'll be back with the second quarter. We are back in the second quarter. The Philadelphia 76ers are up 28-20 over the Denver Nuggets. Morris is going to bring it up the court. Gives it to Murray. Murray drives around everyone and jams it in. That'll get Murray going with 2 points in the quarter already. Murray is the only starter in for the Nuggets. Horford's the only starter in for the 76ers. Horford sets a screen. Thibault shoots. He misses. Gets tipped to Murray. He gives it to Morris. Morris, he dunks it in. I've never seen Monte Morris dunk before, but now I've seen it. O'Quinn gives it to Thibault. Thibault picked up by Grant, and Grant there defensively. Grant, good defense. Morris. Nuggets are 10th in the NBA in rebounds with 52 a game. Morris gives it to Murray inside. Murray with the layup. Jokic, Millsap, and Porter are going to check in for the Nuggets. Nuggets are only down by 2 now. 76ers, Korkmaz for 3. He's off. Vonleh, his third board. Murray has it. Gives it to Morris. Gives it back to Murray. Murray for 3. He's off. O'Quinn gets the board. Korkmaz has it. Barton picks him up. Gives it to Burks. Gives it to Thibault. He's off. Grant with the board. Morris. Gets fouled by O'Quinn on a reach. That's his first in this quarter. Richardson checks in for the 76ers at the point guard. Nuggets are down by 2. Murray's on fire right now with 4. Morris stays in the game with the starters. Morris dishes it to Millsap. Millsap with a reverse. Thibault gives it to O'Quinn. Tie game here. Thibault picks up by Jokic. Porter Jr. with the steal. Still loose ball. Nope. 76ers still retain it. Richardson in the corner. Korkmaz has a screen. Pull up. Richardson. His mid-range is good. That's his first 2 points. Murray is guarded by Thibault. Jokic cut, but Morris with the reverse instead. Good find by Murray. Morris is looking really good with the starters out here. Maybe this will be the team they run with for a little while. Morris. Or Horford gets it to Thibault. O'Quinn sits over the screen. He gets stripped. I believe the strip goes to Millsap. Murray, or Jokic gives it to Morris. Morris. He has 6 all in this quarter. 76ers are bringing in Simmons, Harris, and Embiid back in. Richardson is picked up by Porter Jr. Porter Jr. has the height over him. They call the foul on Jokic. That's his first team. It's only his first, but he has to make sure he doesn't get in too big of foul trouble because they do need him out there. Nuggets are up by 2. They scored 12 this quarter to the Sixers 2. Harris is going to check in for Morris. Simmons, Embiid, and Harris are going to check in for Korkmaz, Thibault, and O'Quinn. Richardson, his first free throw is good. Richardson is the only 76ers score in the quarter so far. Murray will go to the point now for Morris going to the bench. Richardson, his free throw at the line is good. He has all the points for the 76ers with 4 in this quarter. Tie game. Nuggets are on fire with 12 points already in the quarter. Gives it to Murray. Murray gets a screen from Millsap. Murray all the way gets the layup to fall. He has 6. His points all came in this second quarter so far. Jokic is the only starter who has not scored for the Nuggets. Harris tries to drive. He does. Gets the layup. He has 9. Murray gives it to Jokic. Jokic guarded by B. Tight. Murray sets a screen. But Simmons picks it up. Murray is guarded by Embiid. Murray shoots. Simmons with the block and the board though. Murray steals it from Richardson. What a good play by Murray to get back on that defense. Millsap gives it to Harris. Harris gets fouled by Simmons. That's his first or second team in the quarter. That's good for the Nuggets, getting Simmons down in the foul column. Then you get Simmons in foul trouble as well as Embiid. Simmons almost looked like he got the block there, but I believe they got Harris on the arm first. 34-34 is the score so far. 7:15 in the second. Harris at the line. He is 4. Make that 5 as of now. Looking for a 6-point out of the line. Tobias Harris on the 76ers is leading all scorers with 9 as of now. Harris's free throw is good as well. He has 6 in the game, along with Murray and Morris and Grant. Those 4 guys all have 6, so help the Nuggets. They're up by 2. Harris gets a screen. Harris shoots. He misses. Embiid with the board. Jokic contested it, but gets fouled. That's his second team. Jokic has 2 fouls, both in the second quarter. He can't pick up a third here. He needs to play better, not better defense. He's doing just great. He just needs to not commit a foul, because if he does so, most likely will go to the bench and sit until the second half. Embiid. His first one falls. He has 5, looking for a 6-point. Embiid. He has 6. Nuggets high right now is 2 for scoring over the 76ers. 76ers high over the Nuggets is 10. Nuggets aren't going to use another timeout here. Talk things over. This may be to get Jokic calmed down so he doesn't look for his 3rd foul, but who knows. As of now, Murray, Harris, Morris, Grant have 6 points for the Nuggets and lead the Nuggets. Porter is right behind them with 5. Millsap with 4. Vonleh with 3. For the 76ers, Simmons has 6. Richardson has 4. Harris has 9. Embiid has 6. Burks has 5. Thibault has 2. Korkmaz has 2. Robinson the third has 2. Embiid and Jokic are the only players that have 5+ rebounds so far in the game. Jokic has 6. Embiid has 7. Jokic leads in assists with 3 right now. Nuggets have 3 steals as a team, no blocks. However, the 76ers have 3 blocks and only 1 steal. After a timeout, Nuggets get the ball at half court. But let's take a look at your dunk contest race right here. Porter gives to Murray off of the inbound, off of the timeout. Jokic, or he wasn't going to set a screen, but saw Porter cutting anyways. Murray did, so Porter has 7 in the game. Good find by Murray. Simmons gives it to Embiid. Porter Jr. picks him up, but Millsap guards Horford. Ex-teammates. Simmons gets a screen. He pull up. And that falls. Murray, guarded by Simmons. Jokic has a screen. Murray pull up. He makes it. He has 8 on 4 for 9 shooting so far. Simmons going to be guarded by Murray now. Simmons looking for an isolation, it looks like. But they send a double. Richardson for 3. And he hits. Murray gives it to Harris. They're down by 1 now, actually, off of that 3 from Richardson. Jokic, guarded by Embiid. Jokic shoots over Embiid. He misses. Embiid with the board. Richardson has it. Guarded by Harris. Almost got stolen. Horford fade away. He misses. Millsap gets the board. Millsap brings it up, gives it to Murray instead. Gives it to Harris. Gives it to Millsap inside. Millsap gets fouled by Harris. That is his third team. Nuggets, if they can get Embiid, Harris, and Simmons in trouble, this team will be in trouble as a 76ers group. They do have some talent still on the bench, but they're going to lose some key players by doing that. Craig looks like he is going to check in for the Nuggets. Millsap. First one falls. He has 5. And Robinson looked like he's going to check in for Horford. So Harris will go to the power. Craig looking like he'll play the small. Millsap, his free throw is good. He has 6 in the game now. Simmons, guarded by Murray, gives it to Harris. Harris up top, guarded by Craig tight. Richardson gives it to Harris. Harris, guarded by Harris. Harris, lean jumpers off. Jokic with the board, his 7th. Jokic pushing the pace. Gives it to Murray. Murray backs up instead. Gives it to Millsap, who has a little bit of a mismatch. Gives it to Murray. Murray for 3. He's off. Millsap with the board. Gives it to Jokic. Jokic layup is good. That's his first 2 points of the game. Jokic on the scoring column finally. Simmons gives it to Embiid. Embiid with the layup. We have another timeout by Denver. They're up by 1. Jokic almost got his 3rd foul there, but took his arm away just before they could call it. No one in double figures in the scoring column, but everyone is scoring. That's why it's so good of a game and so competitive. Both teams are good on the defensive side, making good defensive stops and forcing bad jumpers. Not many turnovers yet either for either team. Our next matchup, as we said, will be Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Golden State Warriors. That will also should be a good matchup between Chris Paul and Steph Curry. That will be the key matchup for that game. Nuggets will inbound it on their baseline, defensive side of the baseline. Gives it to Murray. Murray's going to bring it up. No substitution in for either team yet. 4:12 in the second. Murray driving all the way, shoots it. He misses. Simmons with the board. Gives it to Harris. Jokic gives it to Robinson for 3. He's off. Craig with the board. Murray gives to Millsap. Millsap misses. Embiid did not foul, surprisingly. I thought he got a little bit of contact there, but no call. Murray picks up Simmons. He drives around everyone. Murray fouls Simmons. That's his third team. Simmons is the first one in double figures tonight. Grant checks in for Millsap. Barton checks in for Harris. Murray will go play the 2 guard. Barton will play the point. Maybe a little bit height there on Simmons. No substitution in, though, for the 76ers. Simmons, he makes his free throw. He has 11. Both these teams are going to the line quite a bit tonight. Murray has Harris guarding him now. Harris strips it from Murray. Gives it to Simmons. Lobs it to Harris. Harris's layup is good. He's in double figures with 11. Nuggets are down by 4. Not what you want, though. I mean, they're still in it, but they kind of let go of their lead. Jokic just screen for Barton. Barton step back 3. Dumb shot. Embiid with the board. He has 10 in the game. Simmons. Guarded by Grant. Gets a double team. Gives it to Harris. Gives it to Robinson. Embiid sets a screen on Murray. Robinson shoots. He misses. Barton with the board. Jokic has it. Gives it to Grant. Grant gets chased down by Embiid. Simmons gives Richardson. Richardson hits. That was a good defensive play by Embiid. Jokic. Gets a double team. Has Murray for 3. Murray. He's off. Barton with the offensive board, though. He gets blocked. Embiid gave it to Robinson. Robinson gives it to Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons with the layup. Murray brings it up. Gives it to Barton. Gives it to Craig for 3. He's off. Embiid with another, his 12th. Richardson gives it to Harris. Barton fouls Harris. That's his first 4th team. Harris at the line. He has 11. Makes his first. Burks is going to check in the game. Simmons will go to the small. Richardson will go to the point. Burks will go to the 2. Vonleh checks in. And so does Morris. Murray stays in, though. Harris's free throw is good. He has 13. Morris. His team's down by 10 now. After we're leading by 2. Barton. Gives it to Vonleh. Vonleh turns it over. Simmons all the way. Morris. Gives it to Barton. Barton gives it to Murray. Murray for 3. He hits. He has 11 all of this quarter. Maybe that'll help get his team going. Richardson guarded by there. Embiid is guarded by Vonleh. Foul on Embiid with a push. That's his third team. Korkmaz and O'Quinn check in. Simmons goes back to the point. Quick inbound to Morris off of that foul. Gives it back to Barton. Barton gets a screen from Vonleh. Gives it to Vonleh. Vonleh drives. Gets fouled by O'Quinn. That's his 4th team. Vonleh has 3 points all at the line. He's 3 for 4. He's doing a lot, though. He's got O'Quinn
in foul trouble with 3 right now. He's also had Embiid with 1 in the first quarter. Jokic got the first on, or Murray got the first on him, my bad. And he took a push from Embiid as well just a few seconds ago. His free throw falls, he has 4. Looking for his 5th. All of his points been from the line tonight. If he can get O'Quinn in foul trouble, they are going to be in trouble. They have Mike Scott, though, off the bench, but he hardly plays for the 76ers team, so we'll see how that goes. Vonleh. He makes it 5 points in the game. He's 5 for 6 from the line. Harris, guarded by Grant. Grant picks up Harris defensively. He tries to shoot over Grant. He does so, but he doesn't fall. Grant with the board. Morris has 2. He shoots deep, and he's off. Scores 56-49 at the half. Sixers put up 28 points. Nuggets put up 29, however. Still down, though. Looking to change it in the second half. Murray Jokic will take over the offensive side, start scoring. Murray leads the Nuggets with 11. Only player in double figures for the Nuggets. Simmons and Harris are in double figures with 15 and 13 for Harris. Embiid has 12 boards already. Jokic has 7. So far, it's been a good game. We'll see how the rest of the game goes. Hopefully, this Nuggets team can figure out what to do to stop the 76ers team from being hot. Look at your halftime report. Embiid has 3 fouls as well, which is what the Nuggets are wanting to do. Jokic does have 2, but it's going to be tough. Some replay here from the first quarter of some highlights. Thing that's been killing the Nuggets is Simmons and Harris are connecting really well. They did this in the first matchup against Boston. Simmons and Harris did. They just were in touch and in sync with each other. There's some second half highlights of what to expect. And here's your halftime report. Murray with 11 points, 1 rebound, and 3 assists. Simmons has 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. This is going to do it for your halftime report. The Philadelphia 76ers are beating the Denver Nuggets 56-49. We'll be back with the third quarter in just a bit. We're back with the third quarter here. Denver Nuggets are trailing the 76ers here. Murray is going to bring it up for the Nuggets, gives it to Porter. It's going to be the same starters in the second half as it was in the first. Uses the Millsap. Millsap driving on Horford. Millsap, his layup falls. He has 8. Simmons guarded by Murray. Gives it to Harris. Millsap picks up Harris. Good defense by Millsap. Millsap with a board, his 5th. Millsap gives it to Murray. Murray gives it to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. gives it to Jokic, who has a mismatch. Jokic, he gets a layup. His 4th point. Simmons, his team's up by 3 now. Porter, good defense, but Harris, tough layup falls. He has 15. Simmons guards Murray, gives to Millsap. Millsap. There's going to be a foul on Simmons, a personal foul off of the ball on Murray. Look at the little one block from Richardson blocking Barton. I did not see what the personal foul was on. Must have gave him a shove or something. I'm not sure. But Nuggets do keep possession anyways. Jokic in the corner. Gives it to Murray. Murray cutting. Gives it to Millsap. Millsap layup is good. He has 10. Simmons gives it to Harris. Harris gives it back to Simmons. Gives it to Richardson. Richardson gives it to Simmons. Simmons gets a screen from Embiid. Jokic is there to help, though. They double team. Gives it to Richardson, though. Richardson, he misses. Porter Jr. snatches that board. Gives it to Jokic. Jokic, he shoots. He misses. Millsap with the board. He gets fouled by Al Horford. That's Horford's first team. Millsap changing it for the Nuggets in this third. He's contributing now to the offensive side. Jokic did have him earlier, but I don't think he saw him with Embiid there. He didn't want to force it. But Millsap was there to clean up the miss and get a foul call. Millsap. His first one is good. He is 11. Looking for 12. Him and Murray, the only Nuggets in double figures as of now. It ties up with Simmons and Harris as the only people in double figures in tonight's game. Millsap. He makes his second one. He has 12. He leads the Nuggets in scoring now. Simmons brings it up. Guard by Murray. Murray has him up top. He gives it to Richardson on the wing. Richardson gives it to Harris. Millsap picks up Harris. Gives it to Simmons. Simmons is not going to shoot the three. Gives it to Horford. Horford does shoot. He's off. Jokic with the board. Porter has it. He gets the layup. I don't know who the assist came from. I'm going to assume it came from Jokic, but we'll just wait for the official stats at the end of the quarter. Simmons gives it to Embiid. He gets doubled. Gives it to Harris. That's one thing I believe they did change, is put Millsap on Harris. Because Harris hasn't done much. Millsap gives it to Richardson, who shoots it. He's off. Jokic tips it to Murray. Gives it to Millsap. Millsap, his layup falls. Nuggets are up by 3 now. This is exactly how the second quarter started with the Nuggets, and they went down. He misses. Murray with the board. Harris has Porter cutting. Porter with the layup. Porter has 11 in the game now. He's the third Nugget in double figures. And the 76ers are going to use a timeout. They are up 63-58. The Nuggets are. What a turnaround quarter for the Nuggets. 76ers are scoreless in 3:30. They've scored just 2 quick points in the first few minutes of the third. Few seconds actually of the third. They haven't scored since. They've only scored 2 points so far in the third quarter. The Nuggets, though, 14. Yep, 14 in the quarter so far, just in 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 30 seconds to be exact. Only 14 points. But this is how the Nuggets did start that second quarter. And then went down by 10 just quick. But cut the deficit a little bit to make it just a 7-point game at half. But now they are up by 5. So let's see if they can keep it up. 3 Nuggets are in double figures. 2 76er players are in double figures. Thibault checks in for Harris. Simmons is your steal leader as of last season with 2.1 steals per game. Thibault did check in for Tobias Harris. No sub in for the Nuggets, though. Horford gets right back by Millsap. Thibault, he gets a layup. I don't think they're ready for that. The biggest lead has been 12 for the 76ers tonight. Murray drives on Simmons. He gets a tough shot up, but Simmons gets the board. He has 5. Simmons is going to be guarded by Millsap. They're going to send a double. Gives to Richardson. Richardson is open. He misses Horford with the board. Horford gets blocked. Horford gets the board again off the tip. Horford gets blocked again. Thibault for 3. He hits, though. Jokic give Murray. Murray hits it off the back of Horford. Stays with Denver. Here's the same Sixers schedule coming up next. Millsap inbounds it to Harris. Inside, Harris with an easy layup. His guy was falling asleep on him. Embiid inbounds it to Simmons. Gives it to Horford. Gives it to Richardson. Richardson for 3. He misses. Jokic with the board. His 9th. Jokic gives it to Murray. Murray mid-range. Hits. He has 13. Jokic has 4 assists. Simmons doesn't get a screen, so they go back to normal defense there. Oh, Embiid was open too late, though. Jokic did not foul, but Embiid does get the layup. He has 10. Harris gives it to Murray. Murray gives it to Jokic. Jokic with the fade. He's off. Richardson gets the board. Gives it to Thibault. Jokic fouls. That's his 3rd. Not a bad call. He did get him, but maybe that will slow the pace up for the 76ers, even though they do to go to the line. Take one more look. He did get him on the left elbow, trying to reach across to swat it. Jokic did have 2 big blocks on Horford. They just couldn't get the board is all, which allowed Thibault to get a 3. Barton and Morris look like they're going to check in for the Nuggets, along with Robinson and O'Quinn. Thibault makes his first. He has 8. Oh, Burks. That's not O'Quinn. My bad. Burks checks in. Simmons goes to the bench. Murray goes to the bench. And so does Harris. Thibault. He misses it. Porter Jr. with the board. Morris gives it to Millsap. Millsap. His layup falls. He has 16. Burks. Guarded by Barton. Gives it to Horford, who gives it to Thibault for 3. Thibault's lighting up the scoreboard for the 76ers now. Jokic gets stripped by Thibault. No, Porter Jr. recovers it, though, for Denver. Gives it to Morris. They have 3. Morris, easy layup. I don't know what Embiid was doing there. Embiid just didn't want to play defense there. Nuggets are shooting a lot better in the second and the third quarter than they did in the first. Thibault, guarded by Porter Jr., gets around him. Jokic is there defensively. Embiid gets the board, though, and put it back in. So one thing that's killing the Nuggets is second chance points now is because Jokic comes and help, but no one's there to rotate down to help him. And Embiid just has the easy chance at the offensive board. Warriors has it, gives it to Millsap. Millsap dunks it in. 76ers need to find a way to stop Millsap because he's on fire right now. Gives it to Embiid. Embiid gets fouled by Morris on a reach. That's his first, second team. O'Quinn and Korkmaz check in for Horford and Thibault. Embiid stays in, however. For the Nuggets, we have a change. Millsap will go to the small. Grant will go to the power. Vonleh will check in at the center for Jokic. Vonleh will play on Embiid. Millsap's on Robinson. Korkmaz for 3. He's off. Grant with the board. Millsap has it. He misses. Robinson with the rebound. Robinson, guarded by Barton. Gives it to Embiid. Vonleh has a height advantage there. Vonleh sent it back, though. Embiid gives it to Burks. Grant sends it back. Barton, tough layup, is off. Korkmaz with the board. Gives it to Robinson. Robinson, quick 3. He's off. Burks with the board. Burks gets the layup. Second chance points are killing Denver, but still tied game. Millsap. He shoots. He's off. Embiid, another rebound. Robinson has it. He's on the drive. He decides to pull up. Burks gets stripped by Morris off of that pass. Get it to Barton. Barton has Vonleh in the corner. Decides to take it in for a layup. That's his first 2 points of the game. Murray and Harris are going to check in, it looks like. Embiid hands it to Robinson. Robinson on the drive. Millsap is there. Millsap with the board. Good defense by Millsap. Millsap on the break gives it to Grant in the corner for 3. Grant's 3 is in. Good find by Millsap. 5-point lead for Denver. Morris picks up Korkmaz. Millsap switches with him. Burks gets a screen. He's on the drive. Barton contested. Vonleh with the board. Good board by Vonleh. Morris has it. He has the speed. Gives it to Barton inside for a dunk. There's a Nugget team that plays together. 76ers may use a timeout, but who knows? They may just let the quarter play out. Embiid gets poked out from Barton. Good help. Harris checks in for Kyle O'Quinn. Embiid's not going to check out. It looks like he's going to play the rest of the third. Millsap is probably going to get checked out. Barton will go to the small. Morris will go to the point. Harris will go to the 2. Robinson inbounds it to Embiid. Gives it back to Robinson. Robinson goes to the corner, or the wing, but steps out of bounds, not paying attention. Turnover by the 76ers. Here's your league leader, second chance points. Last season, the Nuggets had 14.2, were 4th in that with the Clippers. Morris brings it up now. Morris, as Robinson gives it to Grant. Grant with the dunk. He's in double figures tonight for the Nuggets. Nuggets are shooting way better than the 76ers this half. Fans are wanting defense from Denver, and they're getting it. Burks, guarded by Morris, gives it to Robinson. 3 on the shot. Gives it to Korkmaz for 3. That's going to be off. Long board. Grant just lets it go out of bounds. Fans are cheering their Nuggets on as a good defensive stop. Nuggets are up by 9. Simmons subs back in for Robinson. They need someone to stop Morris on the passing lanes because Morris is lighting them up in the passing column. Murray gives it to Morris. Embiid sends a double to Morris's way. He gets Vonleh cutting. Vonleh gets fouled by Harris. That's his 3rd. Ideally, I wouldn't double team Morris. I mean, he does have 8 points and 6 assists, but he's just killing them on the passing side, not the scoring side. Vonleh, however, will go to the line. He's made everything from the line tonight, has not made a single field goal. But hey, you can do the dirty work out the line, you'll get them in. You'll get your points no matter what. Vonleh, surprisingly, has stood up to the role in the absence of Mason Plumlee. We're expecting Embiid on him to dominate the paint, but Vonleh is holding his ground on Embiid. His first one's off. 5 for 7. Looking to go 6 for 8 at least at the line tonight. Go 75%. Put his team up by 10. Nuggets' only miss at the line has been both from Vonleh. His second attempt. He hits. Puts his team up by 10. He has 6. Shooting 75% from the line, not bad for him as a big. Burks. Guard by Grant now. Off of that switch. Grant. Burks trying to lose him, but he can't. Grant with the block. Vonleh with the board. Barton gives it to Murray. Murray layup. Gets blocked. Burks with the board. Burks gives it to Korkmaz. Korkmaz misses. Vonleh with the board. Good defense by Vonleh. Murray pushes it up. Has Grant. Doesn't give it to him. Vonleh instead. Grant has Korkmaz on him. Gives it to Murray. Murray for 3. He's off. Embiid with the board. Gives it to Simmons. Simmons gives it to Harris. Gives it to Korkmaz, who gives it back to Embiid. Embiid gives it to Korkmaz, who gives it to Simmons. Simmons up top. Vonleh's on him. Grant is going to be on Embiid right now. Simmons, Grant is on Embiid. It's double goes to Embiid. Embiid gets the layup. He has 14. He has a double-double. Murray gives it to Barton. Barton get off in time, but he misses anyways. Score is 83 to 75. 76ers put out 21 points. Actually, 19 points in that quarter. The Nuggets, though, on fire in that third. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Welcome to the State Farm assist of the game. It's not going to show it, but it's probably going to be a pass from Monte Morris, most likely. Nuggets put up 34 points in that third quarter. The 76ers only put up 19. Nuggets are up. Embiid did not sit the third quarter. Starts the fourth with Simmons, Harris, Korkmaz, and Burks. Embiid's guarded by Vonleh. Tries to drive. Gets a layup. Barton, Murray, Harris are in for the Nuggets along with Vonleh and Grant. Harris is going to be guarded by Simmons. Gives it to Murray. Vonleh sets a screen for Murray. Murray has 5 on the shot clock. Gives it to Vonleh. Vonleh for 3. Vonleh, his first field goal of the game. That's not from the line. Hits. Murray with 7 assists. Jokic is going to check in for Denver. Simmons. Hands it to Harris. Harris on the drive. Grant with the block. Good play by Grant. Gets Harris off of that board. Pushes it up. Gives it to Grant. Gets stolen by Simmons, though. Careless turnover. Simmons backs down Murray. Reverses it behind Murray, and that's in. Simmons has 17. Harris guarded by Simmons now. Gets a screen. Murray gets a layup over Embiid. Murray has 15. Not shooting the greatest tonight, but 15 points. Oh, Vonleh with a foul on Embiid. I don't know about that call. But there's 10-18. team is down by 9, looking to go down by Simmons. Actually, that's a good foul on Embiid because that keeps Embiid in, so you can't go to the bench and get a breather yet. Because Embiid played that whole third, so you know he's exhausted. But he is a good free throw shooter as well. He has 17, looking for his 18th. Richardson and Horford check in. Whole starters are in for the 76ers. Porter, Jokic are in. Millsap is on the bench still. They're going to play with Grant at that power. And Grant is doing good on the defensive side. Hits it. He has 18 tonight. Embiid does. Murray gives it to Harris. Harris up top. Gives it to Porter Jr. Gives it to Jokic. Jokic mid-range. Hits it. Jokic 6 points tonight. Not a high scoring game for him, but he's contributing to the team. Harris for 3. He's off. Jokic with the board. That's his 11th. Jokic looking for a double-double, possibly triple. Jokic gives it to Harris. Harris gives it to Murray. Murray gets a screen from Jokic. Murray has Horford on him. Gives it to Harris in the corner. Harris's shot is off. Jokic with the board. His putback is in. He has 8. Nuggets are up by 11. Simmons. Guarded by Murray. Lane's open for Simmons. He shoots that. He's off. Embiid, though, crashes, but he gets fouled by Murray, his second team. Good foul by Murray. Keeps Embiid in, so they can't sub him out. Embiid's played 15 minutes so far in the second half. Thibault looks like he's going to check in the game. And so is Millsap. Embiid, he hits. He is 19. Thibault checks in for Harris. Harris has not scored yet in the second half. He finished with 15 in the first. Grant goes to the bench, so starters are in for the Nuggets. Harris is going to go to the bench to take a breather. Embiid, his free throw is good. He has 20. 20 points, 17 boards. Looking for a big rebounding game again. Harris gives it to Murray. Murray misses it, though. Simmons, there defensively, gets the board. Simmons pushes the pace, gives it to Richardson in the corner. He stepped in the line, though. That's a 2. He has 11. Simmons on a double-double watch. He has 9 assists, looking for his 10th. Porter gives it to Murray. Murray gets a screen from Millsap. Millsap rolls, gives it to Millsap with the layup. Millsap has 20. Murray has 8 assists, looking for a double-double. Gives it to Horford, gives it to Richardson. Richardson gives it to Embiid. Jokic there defensively, but Embiid does get the fall. Millsap, nice pass from Murray. Millsap tearing it up in the second half. Double team comes on Embiid. Gives it to Richardson. Richardson guarded by Millsap. Embiid sets a screen. Richardson mid-range. He hits. Richardson's been on fire. Both teams are shooting relatively well in this game, too. Nuggets are up by 7. Millsap sets a screen. Murray mid-range. He's off. Jokic with the board, though. Jokic's layup. It falls. Good defense, but it still goes in. Jokic, double-double. 13 rebounds, 10 points. His team is up by 9. 98-89 is the score here with 7:28. Nuggets did trail all the first half, but had a 34-point third quarter and took the lead and are leading in the fourth by 9. 76ers are struggling as a team a little bit in that third, but are finding ways to score here. They're shooting a little bit better than they did in that third. Thibault, Embiid, Harris, Richardson, and Simmons are all in double figures. Embiid is the only player for the 76ers in boards in double figures. And same thing with Jokic. He's the only Nuggets in double figures. Jokic, Grant, Millsap, Porter Jr., and Murray are the Nuggets double figures tonight so far. Everyone is scoring. It's not just a one-man show or a two-man show. Everyone is scoring. Jokic, however, is not scoring as much as we thought he would. But that's alright for him because he's contributing to his team in different ways. Embiid gives it to Richardson. Richardson drives. They call a foul on Jokic. That's his fourth. There's 7:19 to go. He has 2 fouls to give up. I don't see Mike Malone sitting him at all the rest of the way. I see them leaving Jokic out there because they do need him. Vonleh would be good, but in this situation, you want a big on Embiid to try to keep him off the board. But they also may go with Grant. You never know. Richardson goes to the line. He's been on a good shooting streak right now in this game. He's not doing too bad as a shooter. First one falls for Richardson. He has 14, looking for 15. Simmons is 1 assist shy, and so is Murray. He's 1 assist shy of a double-double. Jokic has 5 assists still to go for a triple-double, but 5 assists will settle for him most likely. He just wants to win. Richardson, he misses. Porter with the board. Nuggets are up by 8. Harris gives it to Porter Jr., who gives it to Millsap. Millsap, guarded by Horford, gives it back to Porter Jr. Porter Jr. has Richardson on him. Porter Jr., if he backed him down, has the height. He just has to get around him. Gets Harris on the inside, but he misses. Embiid there with the board. Thibault has it, guarded by Jokic. Gives it back to Simmons. Simmons gives Embiid, who has a mismatch. Jokic comes with a double. Gives it to Richardson, who's inside the line. He misses. Jokic with the board. Jokic jogs it up slowly for the Nuggets. Gives it to Murray. Murray, his layup is off. Simmons with the board, his 7th. Simmons gives it to Richardson. His 3 is good. Simmons with a double-double. He has 17 points, 10 assists. Murray gives it to Porter. Gets Jokic cutting. Good find by Porter. Jokic not known for dunking either, but he got a dunk there. Jokic strips Simmons. Jokic can jog it up the court, though. Gives it to Harris in the corner. Harris, quick shot. That falls for 3. Harris in double figures now. Thibault gives it to Horford. Nuggets are up by 10 with 5:47 to go. Thibault has it. Jokic is there. Jokic fouls. That's his 5th. Jokic is in foul trouble with his 5th with 5:44 to go in this game. Nuggets don't want him to foul out. They desperately need him. Not what you want from a team like this. Jokic cannot foul out in this game because they need him really bad. Thibault makes his first. He has 12. Makes it a 9-point game. Make it look like an 8-point game if he hits it here. Thibault makes it 8-point game now. He has 13. 5:42 in the 4th. Gives it to Harris. Harris gives it to Jokic. Jokic on the drive. Gets fouled by Embiid. That's Embiid's 4th. Jokic getting some revenge on Embiid there. Embiid has 4. 76ers don't want to lose him, but We'll see what they do. Embiid has not been subbed out. He's played all of the second half so far. Jokic was his first attempt of the game from the line. Jokic, his first free throw. Falls. He has 13. Jokic not known for scoring a lot, but he will contribute to high-scoring games occasionally. Tonight was a rebounding, passing, defensive side of him. But now he took the second half to a whole scoring level. He has 14 right now. Thibault. Gives it to Embiid. Embiid gives it to Thibault's open. Gives it back to Embiid. Jokic fouls out trying to test it. He has 14 in the game. That hurts the Nuggets going into this final 5-18. They sub in Bates Diop to play center. Interesting decision. I would play Vonleh or Grant. First free throw is good. Harris checks in for Thibault. Embiid, his second one is off. Porter with the board. Porter gives it to Bates Diop. Bates Diop off of the bench, coming in for Embiid. Or not Embiid, Jokic gets 2 quick points off of it. And they do play him on Embiid. Simmons goes to the line and dunks it in, though, however. He has 19. In respect, I would put Porter at the center in this because he is 6'10". Millsap gets a double, gives it to Harris. Harris is off. Rebounded by Tobias Harris. Richardson has it. Diop picks him up. Porter guards Simmons. Double team comes to Simmons now. Simmons gives to Embiid. Embiid gets doubled. Who has Harris open for 3. Harris hits. 4:22. 76ers only down. Harris gives it to Bates Diop. Bates Diop tries to spin. Misses. Embiid with the board. Simmons guarded by Murray. Gives it to Richardson. Richardson for 3. It's off. Murray with the board. Gives it to Porter Jr. Has Murray cutting. Gives it to Murray. Murray gets fouled by Harris. That's his 4th. There's a sub incoming for the Nuggets. Maybe it's for Bates Diop, but who knows? Nuggets are only up by 6 now after Jokic goes out. Jokic did finish with double-double, 14 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks tonight. I believe that is Noah Vonleh or either Will Barton checking in. Murray, his first one falls. He has 16. It's Will Barton. He checks in at the center. Interesting. I put in Grant or Vonleh at that center spot because Barton's not going to stop Embiid. Or I would move Porter Jr. to the center just to give Embiid some height challenge. Murray, his second one falls. He has 17. Embiid inbounds to 7, 3:50 to go. Nuggets are up by 8. Harris gives it to Simmons. Porter sends a double over there. Gives it to Richardson. Harris picks him up. Horford sets a screen. Richardson faded it a little, but he hits it. Richardson with a 3. Richardson improving on shooting. He has 20 in the game. Nuggets are up by 5 with 3:33 to go. key loss right now is Nikola Jokic being fouled out. Hopefully Denver can hold this lead without Jokic in. We will see, though. Maybe they'll put in Vonleh or Grant for Jokic's spot and take out Barton. But that does spread the floor, though, for Denver, however, with shooters on the court still. So Embiid won't be in the paint as a dominant presence as much, but we will see how that fares out. Nuggets are up 109-104. Had 5-point lead, looking to give the Philadelphia 76ers their first loss of the season. And the Nuggets are looking to go up 6-2 in the column tonight. Look, 76ers will probably still be in the top 3 in the power rankings if they do lose, but if they win, they'll stay number 1. Player of the game for New Balance is going to be Nikola Jokic for the Nuggets with 14 points and 14 boards with 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Deserving would also have been Paul Millsap, who has 22, in the game with 7 boards, 3 assists, and a steal. Murray would also be deserving with 17, 4 boards, and 9 assists. Murray, guarded by Simmons, 14 on the shot clock. Millsap sets a screen. He rolls, gives it to Millsap. Millsap, his layup falls. Murray has a double-double, 17 points, 10 assists. Millsap has 24. Simmons drives on Murray, gets stripped. I don't know who got that strip. Barton and Murray were both there, but Barton came up with it. Barton for 3. He's off. Horford with the board. Simmons, guarded by Murray, gives it to Embiid. Embiid gets a double. Horford gets it. He gives it to Harris. Sets a screen, but Barton picks him up. Barton will try to tie it up, but they get a foul on Barton. His second. We don't know who got that steal. We'll look at the official stats at the end of the game. I believe Murray did end up with that steal, but I'm not positive. Harris goes to the line. He is 18. He's only scored 3 points in the second half. Makes his first. He is 19, looking for his 20th to join Richardson and Embiid in the 20-point club tonight. Simmons has 19, also looking to be in the 20-point column. Harris's free throw is good. Gives him 20. Nuggets are up by 5 with 2:38. Murray, guarded by Simmons, gets Millsap cut, and Millsap, another bucket. Murray with another assist. Millsap with 26 in the game. Embiid, guarded by Porter. This is the matchup we expected. Embiid, though, still fights through it. Porter may guard Embiid, who knows. Gives Murray cutting. Murray with layup is good. Good find. Murray has 19 and 11 assists. Simmons has 19 and 11 assists as well. Simmons with another assist to Embiid this time. Embiid has 27. Murray gives it to Millsap. Has Murray backdoor. Murray layup. Murray has 21. Nuggets are up by 7. Simmons gives it to Embiid. Porter tried to steal it, but Embiid with a layup. Murray has it. Team's up by 5. 1:30 to go. Murray, tough layup, doesn't get it to fall. Embiid with the board. 20 rebounds for Embiid. Simmons tries to drive, steps back instead, shoots that mid-range. Embiid with the offensive rebound and gets a layup. 76ers only down by 3. Murray. Gets a screen from Porter. Harris strips him. Simmons dunks it. Assist from Harris. 76ers down by 1 with 45 in the fourth. Close game on our hand here. Murray gives it to Millsap. Millsap, his layup falls. 76ers are going to use one of their 2 timeouts left. Nuggets are up by 3. What a game. This has been the closest game ever on this so far. Every other game has been a blowout or a 10-point plus victory. It's never been this close. This is a great matchup we have here. The Nuggets are up 119-116 in the fourth. Millsap leads the Nuggets with 28. Embiid leads the 76ers with 31. This is not what we saw from Millsap at all. Millsap not known for scoring, but he has to take over for this team. Murray's trying to contribute as well. Defensive side, Porter is going to guard Embiid, I believe, is what they've been doing. He's not doing too bad of a job. A few lucky passes have gotten in there. Let's see if he can continue that good defense or attempt to try to stop Embiid. He is the tallest one out there for the Nuggets right now. He's known as a small/power forward, but we'll see how it goes. They put Barton on Embiid instead. Simmons almost went back court with his back foot. Barton is going to try to front Embiid, but doesn't. Embiid reverses, and it falls. They have 33. They get Nuggets are going to probably get fouled. Simmons fouls Murray. That's his second. Third team. They are not in the bonus yet. Nuggets need to get it to their best free throw shooter, which is going to be probably Murray or Porter right here. Give it to Murray. Simmons, another foul. That's his third, or fourth, my bad. With his fourth team. That will put the Nuggets in the bonus with 23 seconds to go in the fourth. Murray, 2 clutch free throws here will put his team up by 3. Hitting 1 will put them up by 2, but ideally you want to hit both, so they have to go for a 3 for the 76ers. But 76ers may go for a 3 to win it if he only hits 1. Murray hits his first. Murray has 22, looking for 23. Can he hit it? He does. He has 23. 76ers use their last timeout here. They are down by 3. Nuggets are up 121-118. Murray with 2 clutch free throws. They're going to look for a Richardson or Harris. The 76ers are. Ideally, they're going to look for a Richardson. Richardson's been on fire tonight from deep. We'll see what they do, though, however. Harris has been known to hit some clutch shots. Maybe they'll go to Embiid, who's leading. But they also may just go for a quick bucket inside, get 2 quick points, and then foul again, and hopefully for at least 1 miss. But that puts them with no timeouts, so we won't know how they will play it. So we will see. This is the closest matchup so far. The Nuggets are up 121-118. Hope you guys are liking this matchup. This was a Christmas Eve game. Hopefully Christmas Day is just going to be similar to this. This is an exciting game, believe it or not. Jokic is the only player who's fouled out. Embiid, Simmons, and Harris all have 4 fouls, though. So if they don't hit a shot here, they're going to foul. But you don't want those 3 to foul out just in case if you do come back. Crowd is on their feet cheering for this Nuggets team for a good defensive stop. Horford is going to inbound it. They give it to Simmons. Simmons gets a screen from Horford. They look like they're going to drive, and it gets tipped by Murray. Murray, good heads-up play. They're looking for a backdoor to get a quick 2. 16.6 in the fourth. Fans are up. The benches are up for both teams. Horford inbounded it once again. Gives it to Simmons in the corner. Simmons gets doubled. Gives Richardson. Richardson's not out on the three. It has 10, gets a screen. He shoots over Harris. He misses. Embiid with the board, gives it to Harris. Harris for three. He misses. Horford with it. Gives it to Harris for deep for three. It's off. What a game. What a game. The Nuggets are victorious in the game. 121-118. That makes the 76ers 7-1, giving them their first loss of the season. The Nuggets are going to go to 6-2. What a game from both of these teams. What a game. 76ers are shocked, but they cannot be disappointed. This is a good Nuggets team they played. Nuggets gave them the first loss of the season, though. That is going to be disappointing in the 7-game win streak. Man, what a matchup. That was insane. Embiid did all he could. Simmons with a double-double. Embiid a double-double. Jokic with a double-double. Murray a double-double. Those were the matchups we were looking at, was Murray, Jokic, Simmons, and Embiid. However, Millsap surprised us all in tonight's matchup. What a game. Once again, the Nuggets are victorious at home, 121-118. Take a final look at the official stats for your Denver Nuggets, who won tonight's matchup. Paul Millsap in 32 minutes put up 28 points, only missed 3 shots all night, had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Jamal Murray had 23 points, 3 rebounds, and 12 assists with a steal. Did not shoot the greatest, but he came clutch with 2 clutch free throws at the line to help his team win. Jokic fouled out, but in his performance, he had 14 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Gary Harris had 11, 3 boards, 3 assists. Porter, the 5th Nugget player in double figures, had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Grant, the 6th Nugget, had 11, 5 points or 5 boards and 3 blocks. 6 Nuggets in double figures tonight. Vonleh fell in the role for Mason Plumlee's absence. Had 9 points, 6 for 8 at the line, not bad for him. Had 1 field goal made and it was a 3. He had 7 boards with a block. Morris, 8 points with 7 assists and 2 steals on 67% shooting. Barton did not shoot that well. He had 4 points and 3 boards with 1 assist and 1 steal. Kate Bates-Diop came in for Jokic for a few minutes there when Jokic was out. He had 2 points in the outing tonight. Craig had 0 points, but he had a board and a assist, 2 assists actually. PG Dozier and Troy Daniels did not get in the game. What a good performance by the Nuggets team, though. For the 76ers, Joel Embiid, 33 points, 22 boards, 2 assists, and 3 blocks on 6 missed shots, 1 missed shot from the line. Great performance by him. Simmons, 21 points, 7 boards, 14 assists, 2 steals, and a block. 3 misses. He did attempt a 3 at a buzzer and it was off. Richardson, 20 points, 3 boards, 2 assists, and a block. Harris, 20 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and 2 steals. Yes, you look at that right. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 76er players with 20 plus points tonight. Thibault had 13 off the bench with a rebound, 2 assists. And we had 5 in double figures. But 4 people in or 20 points or more. That was nuts for the 76ers. Burks, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Corkman has 2 points, 3 rebounds. Robinson III, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Horford, as a starter, did not score. 0 for 8 performance, 4 boards, 3 assists. Kyle Quinn did not play a lot like I thought he would for Embiid. He had 0 points, 4 boards, and a block, though. Shake Milton, Rule Neto, and Mike Scott did not play in the game at all. Once again, your Denver Nuggets are going to be victorious in tonight's matchup. They win the game 121-118 over the Philadelphia 76ers. Nuggets improve to 6-2 on the year. 76ers get their first loss, fall to 7-1 on the year. We'll see you in the next matchup when the Oklahoma City Thunder take on the Golden State Warriors for Christmas Day. This is Legend Status signing off here. I'll see you in the next video.